I just wanted to point out for you the imports. You see, I've got my class which extend application. I've got my main method like we always must have, and then in my main method I launch. I do the launch method in the application class, and the launch method starts my start. Now I just want to show you all the imports. I've got my JavaFX application, okay, and then I've got the scene. Remember we spoke about the scene. Then I've got my layout, which is going to be a grid pane layout, okay. Remember this grid pane where I said we can have V boxes and H boxes and other stuff as well, but at the moment we're working with a grid pane, which is like a table thing. It's like a table with rows and columns. So I've got different layouts in here. I do my grid pane layout, and then I've got the color which come from scene paint. Okay, so here I've got with my scene, and I've got my scene layout, and I've got my scene painting my scene, and then I've got my stage, and my stage will hold the scene, okay, and the scene holds the grid pane. So that is my imports. But now we're going to have different imports, but remember the Control Shift O buttons, Control Shift and O, will maintain my imports. So if I delete all the imports, okay, can you see now everything is giving an error? Control and Shift and O, I just press that, and now I'm going to say I want the scene paint and I want the JavaFX stage, and there it brings in all my imports for me. So because you can get your imports with the Control and Shift and O button, I'm not every time going to tell you everything about imports, because you can just press the Control Shift and O and go and inspect the imports that the computer gave you, because you've got to be quite aware of your imports, that they have in fact been correctly imported, because sometimes if this word is in a different import as well, then you have to import it from JavaFX something or other. Okay, so just make sure that you're importing from JavaFX, but otherwise I'm not going to tell you more about it. You can just always do Control and Shift and O and go and check and see what has been imported.